UCLA and Texas. Brett Hundley. Now, this is actually the not-so-good part for UCLA fans. Looking for a 3-0 start here. Hundley, one of the more athletic players in the country. Now, Rick, this is scary when this guy takes a hit and falls like this. Trying to brace himself, left elbow injury. The team saying he will be reevaluated on Sunday, did not return.
Yeah, you got to keep your fingers crossed that he'll be okay. I heard that he was fighting to get back into the game. You expect that from a competitor like Brett. Just keep our fingers crossed.
Well, that meant one thing. Jerry Neuheisel, the son of Rick, gets into the game. You've been telling him, right? Opportunity's going to be knocking here. The ensuing
He looked like the son of Rick in that play.
when he gets
some plays coming up, he's going to look like the son of Sue.
Tyrone swoops to John Harris. By the way, that was a 4th and 8. Charlie Strong, you can understand why there's some excitement. A few plays later, it's a 3rd and goal. Swoops.
Eyes in the backfield.
MJ McFarland.
Play action pass.
Eye violation, Coach Aliotti. Eye violation.
Can't have it.
Take it to the second half now. First play of that 3rd quarter. Paul Perkins, a monster. Career high 126 rushing yards. The running game in full effect for the Bruins.
This guy's having a really terrific year. Paul Perkins, was not recruited by Arizona State. He's from Chandler, Arizona, and I promise you, is becoming one of those guys that they can count on.
I can promise you this, Rick. You're not going to forget that moment. Jerry, his first career touchdown, former UCLA basketball star Kyle Anderson actually on hand. That's when you know it's a big game. 4th quarter, Neuheisel to Jordan Payton. It's so weird for me to say Neuheisel in a
How many times were we asking for that slant?
Slant back all game long.
Later in the drive, it's a 4th and 1. Miles Jack bouncing to the outside. UCLA would settle for a field goal, take a 13-10 lead. Later in the 4th, Texas driving. Jonathan Gray, 31-yard gain for him. He had 7 carries for 49 yards. It's a 1st and goal at the Bruins 10. 3 plays later, John Harris reeling in the catch. He had 4 of them in the game, 60 yards, and that touchdown strike. Texas regains the lead, up 17-13. Texas.
Huge field position changing play here.
This was huge right here by Ishmael Adams.
45-yard return for him. Down to the Texas 33. Jerry Neuheisel, an opportunity to be the hero. A little pump fake, throwing it up. Rick, it's Payton into the end zone.
Curtis Conway needs to be an offensive coordinator. He was calling for this play, too.
Take a closer look at this, just like Daddy taught him, right? Neuheisel, 23 of 30 passing, 178 yards.
Textbook pump fake, by the way.
2 touchdowns. When the game was over, Rick was in our touchdown room, and he said, quote, "I now know what those parents were feeling." And yes, you can certainly understand the excitement and the joy there. UCLA in that second half were monsters. They outgained Texas 314 to 143 in that second half.